Hello everyone and welcome. So today I'm going to go over stocks that I believe are very good to trade or at least to watch, and I hope that everyone is having great months like I'm having. As you see here, how I'm able to grow my stock 1 month after the other. This is a monthly chart, and I'm even beating the S&P 500 and Dow and all of these indices. You can see here I'm 92% versus 22% return on investment, so I'm doing great, and I hope that everyone is doing that. I just wanted to show you that so that to let you know that I myself know what I'm doing. Um, and let's go over the first stock. That is the first on the list. It's triple I. That's its symbol. Information services, I guess. And you can see that I built this resistance line based on this point here and that point here, whereas the stock never closed above these points, or actually like came to that point, went down, came to that point, went down. So I drew this line based on that. But today it actually crossed this line and was a huge spike in volume. You can see down there, there was a huge spike in volume, and it closed above this line and at the high of the day. So that's a very good sign that this stock is probably going to go up. And I can tell that there's something that has to do with the earnings. I'm not sure if it's going to announce its earnings today or it did that or maybe not. For the low float stocks, it's not very clear when they're going to announce their earnings. So I am not 100% sure about what's happening. We can actually see that in the news. But anyway, so this stock has an average volume of 200,000 shares. Today's volume is a million, so that's 5 times. So definitely, yeah, you can see that spike here too. Um, the float is 32, and at this price, that tells me that this stock can move really high in a very short period of time. So after that, I believe I reviewed these things. So let's go ahead and see the news. I think, okay, so they had their earnings call. So that means they announced their earnings. So, okay, so it's probably this movement is based on the earnings. And here is their annual EBS. I don't really look at these things and value them that much because for me that's just like a penny stock, so I'm not going to invest in it long term. I like to buy short term and sell, or maybe short. Here's the analysis based on two analysts. It's a buy, but I don't know if they're biased or not and when they give their opinion. This stock, well, it doesn't pay a dividend. It used to pay a dividend, and the last time I guess was in 2015. And no options to trade for this stock. And here's some information about the company. It's in the United States. It's in the industrial and commercial services field or industry, and it was listed in 2007. Here's some more information about the company in depth, maybe. I'm just curious to see the history of this company. Okay, that's when it started, 2007, went down, down, up a little bit down. But anyway, based on this resistance and that it was broken today, I believe that that's a good stock to watch. Maybe not necessarily buy at this high now. And I'm also assuming I feel like the price is gonna drop down a little bit because it quite rose a bit today. So it may go down a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. It may also keep going up. But I feel like I don't want to buy it when it's at that high. I would rather buy when it retracts a little bit, maybe somewhere close to the support. I would I would be interested in buying this. So I would watch this stock and hopefully it will reach the support where I can buy it. And that's the first one. Its symbol is III, Information Services, and now it's trading at around 4.4, like $4.4 per share. That's the first stock. Let's go to the next stock. SALM. And for this stock, I drew this resistance based on this point here and that point here, where the price never closed above this point here. It reached this point, but it went down, and here also it didn't close above this point. It's not a perfect resistance line to draw. So it's not the perfect stock, to be honest with you, but I feel like I wanted to show you that maybe you're interested into it and you feel like that, yes, this is a true resistance. But I'm not a huge fan of this setup. And anyway, here's the volume. The volume for today is 1.46 versus an average volume of about 1 million. So it's about 1.5, but not a lot. And the float is 11 million shares available to be traded. And the price of the stock now is at, well, before the market closed it was 3.57. Now it's 3.7. So it rose a little bit. But not a lot of volume in the aftermarket hours, so I wouldn't really consider that price. I feel like this is actually the price. And as I said, it's not a perfect setup, honestly, but I wanted to talk about it and bring it up. Maybe you feel like it is. And it's still quite a low float stock, so honestly anything can happen. It can go down. It can go on Monday like 500% up. Here's the news. You can view it in depth on Google. You can look it up if you feel like you like the stock. But I don't want to go over that in details for the sake of the time of the video. And here's the analysis. Based on 2, it's a strong buy. Okay. But as I said, I don't know when they exactly give their opinion and if they're biased or not. And that stock, well, probably it used to pay dividend until the COVID, and then after COVID it didn't pay any dividend. And here are there are no options to trade for this stock. So here's some information about the company. It's in California, United States. It's in the consumer cyclicals. I don't know what this is actually. Media and publishing industry, I guess. It's called SALM Media Group, and its symbol is SALM. And here's some more information about the company in depth. It's a multimedia company. Okay. For broadcasting, apparently. And let's go to the next stock. But before I do that, I would ask you guys to subscribe if you find value in the channel. As you see, I go over the stocks that I believe are good to trade or at least to watch. And I'll be making videos about how to trade stocks and when and why and explaining things. So I believe it's going to be very beneficial for you. Also, if you like to get free stocks, you can sign up using the link in the description below to Webull. That's Webull. It's a great app. Very simple and easy. I like it. You can test it and sign up for free. It's zero commission too. You don't pay any commissions, and you get free stocks if you sign up using the link in the description below. That will be a huge support for my channel too. Let's go to the next stock. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Here's that stock. The reason why I brought this stock up is because of its movement in the aftermarket hours. You can see there is movement. And if we look at the volume, you can see 91, about 100,000 volume in the aftermarket hours versus 120 in the average volume, like per day. So it's definitely there is a movement in the aftermarket hours. I don't know what's gonna end up happening, if it's gonna move up or move down, but you can see the float is 1 million. So if this stock wants to move up, it will move up really high in a very short period of time. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 500% in one day. It has happened before, and with that float and that price, like, yeah, it can definitely move up very high. And we went over the average volume. Let's see, there's probably something in the news. about the Audrey readings. Upgrade to buy. So DEX has an article about this stock. Probably it's better. It's good for you guys to review it, but I'm not gonna open it now or review it because for the sake of the time of this video. But it's probably, if you're interested, you can look at the news about this stock, and I guess it might be a good time to buy now before the news spread out during the weekend. And here's based on 2 analysts, it's a buy. Press release, nothing for today. No dividends, no options to trade. Some information about the company. It's in Greece. It's in the marine freight and logistics services or industry. Here's some more information about it. It's called EDRY, and its symbol's EDRY. It's on NASDAQ. It's trading now at $9.50. Let's go to the last on the list. ACER or ACER, therapeutic. That's the stock. The reason why I'm talking about, or I brought this stock up today, is because of its volume and movement in the aftermarket hours. You can see it moved up in the aftermarket hours and it's still moving. Its volume is about 300,000 versus an average volume of 800, so that's quite a bit. So there is definitely a movement in the aftermarket hours. So you may want to buy it, you may want to wait and see what's gonna happen with this stock. But I don't know what the news is. There is nothing on Webull. Maybe there is something on Google. But at this moment, it's trading at $4.3 per share at 26.5% or 0.4%. Here's the ABS. Yeah, we don't have this here. But anyway, it's a penny stock. I don't care too much about the financial stuff. Based on 4 analysts, it's a buy. Press releases, well, there is something today. Okay, so maybe you'd want to see that. I don't know. I don't want to open it because of the sake of the time of the video. But there is something. You can definitely probably find that on Google or sign up to Webull and see that. Of course, if you sign up to Webull and want to get free stocks, you can do that using the link in the description. And here are options if you like to trade options. Some information about the company. It's in the United States. It's in the healthcare industry. Has been listed for a while actually on NASDAQ. And it's a pharmaceutical company or healthcare, in the healthcare industry. And yeah, the float is 12 million too, so it's quite a low float as well. It can really go up in a short period of time. So it's a stock to keep an eye on, honestly. So if you guys like the video, it'd be a great help if you subscribe. If you like the content, if you subscribe, and click on the notification bell, you'll get notified as soon as I upload a video. And sometimes it's very good to see the video as soon as I upload it, because I may be talking about a stock that is very good to buy right now, and you don't want to wait and miss out on that. You can also follow on Facebook, and if you like to get free stocks, who doesn't like free stuff, right? If you like to get free stocks, you can sign up using the link in the description below. It will be also a great help for the channel and a great support. So thank you, and I wish you best of the luck.